Okay, so the first thing I have to get straight is I didn't go to a normal school. I went to a Steiner school, and I'm not sure if all schools have this, but Steiner schools had this stupid rule where that you weren't allowed to, write with black or use black pencils. I know, sounds like very racist. Anyway, we had these camps. I'm not sure if other schools had this, where we, made our own tent and made our own food. But let's talk about this one certain camp I went on. Okay, so it was 2 days before the camp happening, and I realized I couldn't go to the toilet. I had constipation. Anyway, when we got there, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. No, probably not that late. 7 o'clock in the morning. And we all had big duffel bags full of stuff behind us, and they were lining us onto the bus. So it was going to be a long ride. It was a 4-hour trip. So we got onto the bus, and the bus started going. By this time, I developed quite a bad tummy. I complained to the teachers, but they didn't really care. And we finally got to the first stop, and we got out there, and it was a toilet break, and we ate some food. And when I went to the toilet, definitely had constipation. Then we hopped back onto the bus and kept going for a bit longer until we reached the camp place. We got out, and it was the first day of the camp. We set up our tents. Nothing really happened on the first day because we did 4 hours of traveling. I think we just ate food and played around, nothing too much. Then we went to bed. So if you didn't know, this was going to be a hiking camp. And one of the hikes we were doing was 10 kilometers, which is a lot if you're a weak little shit like me. Oh yeah, I guess I'm Australian. I should explain what kilometers are. JK, look it up for yourself, stupid. Okay, so the second day my constipation started to get a lot worse. I could barely stand up, and they were like, "Oh, here you go. You have to drink 4 bottles of water. I'm sure that will help with the constipation." As I was drinking that water down, I felt like throwing up for some reason. I don't know, I don't feel like my gut could take that. I was very slow. They kept feeding me celery and pineapple and stuff while all the others were having fun. I was just sitting on a table, slowly dying. Then finally it was nighttime, and we cooked dinner, and my gut wasn't feeling too bad. We ate dinner, and then we did some stuff. But then, an hour after dinner, it started to get so much worse. I was, screaming in pain, and they ended up getting me into a car and then taking me to the hospital. At the hospital, they gave me some medication which I should take, twice a day. It didn't taste bad, and I ended up going to sleep because the medication helps. The next day, I was still in pain. The medication didn't help too much. I was, still moaning and groaning, and then they were like, "Okay, everyone, we're gonna go on a 10-kilometer walk." And I was like, "Wow, how nice of you, making me go on a 10-kilometer walk while I can barely even stand up." So I was very sad after that point. They made me get all my stuff, and I was still in a lot of pain. I got my stuff out, and then as I was getting my last bag out of the tent, I tripped over one of those tent pegs. Oh, I hate those things so much. And as I was falling down, I was like, "It's a canon event. I cannot put my hands out." I fell down and then hit directly on my face and screamed, "Fuck!" And then the teachers were like, oh no, what's happened?" And they rushed to me, and they saw there was blood all over the ground. They picked my face up, and they were like, "Yeah, no, okay, he doesn't look so good." So they rushed me over to the mat, and they gave me bandages and stuff. They had to write it down in a book. It looked terrible. And they were like, "I wonder if he's broken his nose." And I was like, "Nah, I probably haven't broken my nose." Anyway, they called my dad to pick me up from camp. My dad picked me up, and I was so happy. I had to wait 5 hours to be picked up, so when I saw his car, I was like, "Let's go." Anyway, so we went to the doctors after that, a couple days later, and to get an x-ray. "Oh, look, you've broken your nose. Again." If you didn't know, I got hit by a car a while ago. But now I can say I broke my nose 3 times after that camp. So that was just a fun camp. Anyway, like the video if you want to see more videos like this.